Hello everybody, we're back. I decided to do my commentary for this video immediately after finishing commentary for the previous episode. So hi, how are you? Yeah, we're gonna be heading, we're gonna go grab the grenade launcher and then we're gonna go and do the Marguerite fight. Marguerite fight's pretty easy, especially on normal difficulty. Um, Alternating your ammo, like what weapon you're using, tends to help, I find. Yeah, on easy difficulty, because it's easy, like, obviously, I tend to find it better to just focus on stabilizers rather than the steroids for your health, because I would rather, especially for stuff like the shotgun, like, where you get a pretty good amount of ammo for it, but you only get 2 shots, being able to go dun dun, you know, and just have it reloaded like that is super nice. Or with the pistol, because again, it's a magazine, you know, you just put the magazine in, you know. So, but yeah, everyone's different. You know, if you guys prefer the steroids, you know, to each their own. But I personally prefer stabilizers. On Madhouse, it's a bit different. I go for steroids preferably, so I can block and survive most things long enough to where I can get the stabilizer later. You know, so steroids. Yep. Thank God there's an item box nearby. Am I right? But yeah. So by the end of this video, I believe we will be... I think by the time we end this video, I think we should be at the barn fight. I believe. Yeah, just gave a quick check of my stats, because obviously I was trying to beat this playthrough in under 4 hours, obviously. So you'll see me check my stats once in a while, obviously. Because, you know, the whole goal of this was obviously to beat the game, beat it on easy difficulty in under 4 hours while getting all 20 bobbleheads to ensure getting every item with the exception of infinite ammo, since that's what the Madhouse run is for, right? You know. Yeah, I think there was a chem in that I just missed. But it doesn't matter. It's easy difficulty. If you miss a few things, it doesn't matter. They give you plenty. As you can see, I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing, as I know I'm heading into the Marguerite fight, so I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing. Um, the burner and the shotgun is ultimately what I chose to do, and I think I did bring the grenade launcher as well. As you can see now that I figured out what weapons that I believe I need, Marguerite fight ahoy. Again, it's on easy difficulty, so I mean it's nothing special. Like it'll go by quick. Like even on Madhouse, if you know what you're doing, she goes by really quick. She is not a hard fight by any standard. Because I did her entire fight with the exception of the occasional burner because of one, I was like a little concerned that she was going to jump at me, so I kept my distance with the burner, or she was on a wall and I couldn't reach her with the saw. But I did a huge majority of the fight on Madhouse with the circular saw, and I only had to use one heal. And after I healed, I don't really think she really hit me too much after that, like if at all. So it was like it's a very easy fight. Light her up the best you can. She can hit you when she's flailing like that, so be careful. Yeah, listening to where the audio is coming from really helps clue you in where she is. Yeah, and she's dead. Yep, just focus on your burner more than anything, because honestly, the burner outside of the Marguerite fight and maybe the Jack fight, like the final Jack fight before the boat, is like the only time it's really useful. I don't use it at any other point in the game. Well, and of course, you know, the occasional, like, you know, bug hive, you know, at the old house, you know, like you saw me do earlier, like in the previous video and stuff. So there's a few exceptions, but for the most part, I don't like the burner. I don't know why, I just don't like it. But yeah, after you beat the fight, make sure, I can't emphasize this enough because I have made this mistake before. When you do the Marguerite fight and you beat her, make sure you have at least one inventory slot to pick up the lantern, and that's the first thing you pick up, because it won't let you out of this gate thing right here that's deteriorating right now unless you have it picked up. And if you decide to loot before picking that up and you fill your inventory, it's going to force you to discard something so you can pick it up. So that's something that you need to remember, is you need to pick up the lantern first. That way you don't have to discard something. Unless it's something stupid that you know you won't need, like I don't know. But I just want you guys to keep that in mind when you do the Marguerite fight. Like, it doesn't really matter that much on easy difficulty because of the amount of resources you get, period. But especially on Madhouse, where stuff's a lot more limited, like, that's when it starts to become a bigger issue. So that's why I'm saying is you need to keep that shit in mind. So obviously, we're just going back and looting, which again, I only do, like, on easy difficulty, it's not as big of a deal to loot, but it helps. Plus, I mean, I'm a loot whore. I like to loot. It's fun. I don't know why. I'm just built different, I guess. I don't know if anyone else is the loot whore. There's probably a number of you that are, and there's probably some of you that are like, nope, screw that shit. But no. Yeah, so just be sure, especially since we're on easy difficulty and we don't have the X-ray glasses yet, just be sure to be thorough about everything and grab as much as you can. That is, if you do want to loot. Like, I obviously recommend it I recommend looting because, like, it never hurts to be over prepared and have more resources than you need, because then you can be a little bit carefree with it, you know? And being able to be carefree, at least in my opinion, give you that relaxing vibe, knowing that, like, you can goof off and you have more than enough to allow it, and you just have that relaxed sensation because of it, you know? Or maybe I'm just weird, you know? I don't know. But yeah, just something to keep in mind. 10, wow, almost 11 minutes have already gone by. It doesn't feel like it, jeez. It only feels like 3 for some reason. I might just be the good mood I'm in from the whole Movavi situation, probably, but oh well. Yeah, but now that we've done all that, we should be... Yeah, you see I turned around because I realized, wait a minute. If I go that way, I have to go through that tunnel, and for some reason I didn't want to do that. And I think it's because this way I feel like it's faster. I don't think it's faster by a whole lot. Well, maybe, actually. I don't know. Yeah, I tried to go get the loot that was in that thing, and I realized, wait a minute. Even though Marguerite's dead, those like hives are still there, and I realized that at least when it comes to the old house, I don't know if it was a bug. I don't think it was though. That those hives and stuff don't disappear when Marguerite dies in this house. Neither does the spiders on the cabinets. So you're gonna see that here in a little bit, I think, as I, yeah. So just So that's probably something that if you wanted to get those cabinets, just go ahead and grab them when you're at the old house, like before you go and trigger the fight. You know, like when you first get the burner, just go and just burn everything in that house, like the cabinets, all that shit. Yeah, no, go fuck yourself, Evie. Oh, Lord.
Oh God, I guess this is it.
Sweet. I tried to get around him, but it's too narrow, so I just ended up having to just get around him. Yeah, I never fight the mold in this section. I just run through because they despawn the second you get past this door up here. You do sometimes take damage, like right there, and especially on Madhouse, like that. If you don't have a certain amount of health walking in, that could be fatal. So I mean, it is a bit like, oh, you can skip that phone call. Like there are certain phone calls you can skip. That one and the one in the trailer that's gonna come up here in a second, you can skip. Um, but most of the other ones you do have to listen to. Oh no, the next 3 you can skip. You can skip the one that we just skipped. You can skip the one in the trailer, and then I believe there's another call that happens after we get the key cards, right before we leave the house again. So there's 3 phone calls you can skip. So the last 3 phone calls you can skip, but all the ones beforehand you have to do, as far as I am aware. There's actually an achievement for doing what I'm doing right now. That whole knife thing. Like, that's actually an achievement. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure. now we get to do the 2 key cards in the house and go get the snake key. This part is super easy. Yeah. Like, by the way, keep in mind, I don't know 100%, but if my memory serves, you have to open the fridge and then look at the head and then read the whole note in the back in order for you to skip that call. Otherwise, I think you have to listen to the call. Well, actually, no, because... no, I don't think so, because basically in the story, when you pick up that phone call, he's like, "Oh, look in the fridge, I left you something," and then that's when you... So really, as long as you open the fridge and you read the note, you're fine. But I don't think I've ever tested, at least not to my knowledge, I don't think I've ever tested just skipping the fridge and going straight to the house. And for those of you that have tested that, please let me know if that's a viable thing. And if not, well then, again, go to the trailer real quick and there you go. And just grab the snake key and then just run away. You don't have to fight these enemies. As long as you're quick on your feet, you can get past them and through the snake key door without taking a hit. And without needing to shoot anything. They're really easy to avoid. Yeah. On Madhouse, they're a little bit faster. Like, by the time you put the key in, they're already halfway down. Well, they're already at the stair. And like, by the time the door opens wide enough where you can go through it, they're like halfway down. So you gotta be... So, and that's if you do it perfectly, where like you get the key in immediately. Like, you don't have to shuffle through your inventory like I just did. So like, they're noticeably faster on Madhouse. So you do need to be quicker than that if you want to avoid taking a hit. But again, one hit you will be fine, because they should despawn the moment you go through that snake key door. And that was one hell of a headshot, if I do say so myself. So that's just something to be aware of. Yeah, now we're gonna go for the key cards. I recommend, and I say this again in episode 8, because I believe episode 8 is when we also had to do... Was it episode 8 or was it not? No, it was 8, I'm sure. Yeah, in episode 8, I believe, we also did the key cards. And since, again, I did my commentary for that already. And I said the same thing. I said the same thing then, and I'm saying it again now. Do Lucas's room first, this room, because again, because obviously, especially since this video is going to come way earlier than the other episode because of the order of the playlist, obviously. So I'm reiterating it, even though I said it in the Madhouse run first, technically, because yeah, whatever, you get the point. But come here to Lucas's room first and do this and get this key card, because if you go to the other snake room door that we're going to go to in a second, and you know, Evelyn's room, I believe it is, you're gonna open the bed, go down the stairs, get the key card, go back through the basement, and then go back upstairs by that safe room. And then so if you do it the other way, you would go down to the basement just to come back upstairs, just to come back up to the second floor again, and then come here to grab this when you're already upstairs. Just come here, grab this real quick, and then do Evelyn's room and go to the basement. Like you'll see, it's just faster. It's just faster overall. Like, but if you don't care about speed, especially on Madhouse difficulty, if you don't care about speed, then that's fine. You can do it any way you want, but especially considering we're trying to beat this in under 4 hours, which ultimately we do. We have like an hour to spare by the end of this playthrough, so I mean, if you want to do things a tad bit slower, as long as it's not overly slower, then you can do that. You have a little bit of freedom there, thankfully, but again, but since this run is going mainly for as much speed as possible, like I said, I would just recommend following that path. It's a lot quicker. Yeah, I paused for a fair amount of time, and I'm sure you could hear that slight audio distortion a second ago because I jump cutted by quite a bit, probably a good, I don't know how long I was paused. I really don't remember, but it was long enough where I'm like, nah, we're cutting it. It wasn't like a quick, like maybe 2 minutes. Well, even then, honestly, by viewing standards, 2 minutes would be long. But you get the point. Like it was long enough where I was like, nope, that's not enjoyable for the viewer. Now that we got that key card, we're gonna have enemies spawn down here, as you can hear. Thankfully, on easy difficulty, most enemies will die with one hit from the shotgun, provided it's a headshot. So, which is good to know. Even tougher enemies. Yeah, just doing a quick save. And then we're gonna go into Lucas's area. Yeah. You can see that jump cut and load screen because, like, you know, I was kind of bored with playing that day. So I quit. And this part is like I think it's the next day. So that's what that was, because I did the easy and Madhouse playthrough over a course of 2 days. So, but with Madhouse, because of how the video times lined up, ooh, that headshot though. Oh, never mind. Yep. But yeah, on a Madhouse run, since I broke it up between 2 different days, so obviously 2 different video files. Like, you know, like because of how the times lined up, I didn't actually have to bring 2 different days together. Like technically, this video, obviously, the first half of this video, well, more than the first half, like the first 2/3 really, was from one day, and then the next third is from the next day. I didn't have to do that. Like each video is within its own specific day, which is nice. Well, recording session is what I mean. Like, I didn't have to bridge 2 recording sessions together like this one. You get the point. Don't know why I'm rambling about this, but why the fuck not? I hate you, Lucas. You're an asshole.
Ethan. 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 Hold on. I got something for you. Looky what I've got. You know what this is for? You know what Zoe wants to do with this? She thinks this thing is special. No, Ethan. That ain't special. This right here is special. You see, Ethan, not everybody wants to turn back the clock. What? What, Evelyn? I'm just trying to show him. Not everybody wants to go back to how things were. There's a stupid bitch. She doesn't understand that I don't want to go back to how things were before my father found y'all. Not everybody wants to turn back the clock. So, Ethan, Ethan, you can, crawl around underneath that filthy, rotten house all you want looking for them ingredients, but you ain't gonna find a goddamn thing, Ethan. You'll need that serum? Ooh, baby. You're gonna have to come through me.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. That was actually my first time seeing it. I remember going like, what the fuck?
What do you say?
Yeah, because I honestly to God never saw that before. Until that particular time.
Fuck!
But yeah, this part's super easy. I mean, we only got about 6 minutes left in the video, and it's basically just getting through through all this.
You have got a good eye.
Yeah, get through the traps and then get to the next save room and save and call it an episode. Because the episode's almost over.
They bite back.
Yeah, I believe on easy difficulty there should be mag rounds under there, but on Madhouse there's not, so... Yep. I didn't trust myself to open the boxes, because, I mean, even though I was pretty sure that one had items in it, I know this one didn't, and since I didn't have the glasses on to know, I probably could have just went and grabbed a pair of psychostimulants, but, well... Because I think I had some in my item box, but, oh well, I didn't care. I had more than enough resources already where it didn't really matter.
I know. Fucking password, right? Why don't you try 0814? No! 0621. No, it's 0514. Oh, come on. Take a chance. You never know.
Hate him so much. For those of you that don't know, in case you're more of a newer person, obviously it's scripted for this to happen. So even if you type the right code, the code that it gives you by default when you get it wrong the first time, which it's like the correct code is supposed to be 1408, but I've actually tested it where like if I did the right code, it would still say wrong because it's scripted for you to do the barn fight. So if you end up typing in the right code, the 1408, it's scripted to, I think it randomly generates a different code. But if you just do a random wrong code, it'll keep the 1408, so... Sorry, I need to cough apparently. Ooh. Nice drink of green tea makes you feel better. But yeah, there's not really much for me to commentate on, I think, at the moment. Really what it comes down to is just come up here to the save room that's just upstairs, shoot the bobblehead that we're gonna see in a minute, and call it good. You don't need to do this, especially on easy mode. I just like to do it. It's just fun to watch. Probably could have brought them into that room as well, but I just decided against it. Should have just used another shotgun shell, but I went screw it and just kept shooting him with the pistol. But yeah, like, dude, on Madhouse, it's so much worse because on Madhouse you have one of these molded guys, but then you have two spider dudes instead of the one crawly dude and then those two regular molded. So it's a bit harder on Madhouse because those spider dudes, especially if they both attack you at once, that's pretty much an insta kill. So it's super annoying. See that bobblehead right there? There's only 2 more bobbleheads, which we will obviously get in the next video. And then the rest are on the boat or in the mine. So there's 2 more that we're gonna get here as we head to the Jack fight, which is good to know. But yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys are looking forward to the next one. You know. Yeah, I'm just looting these 2 boxes over here real quick. It's really all I'm doing. So, I got the improved handgun. Hell yeah. But yeah. So, on the next episode, we're gonna be doing the barn fight. And then we're going to be doing the Jack fight, and we're probably going to be doing the first little bit of the boat, I'm pretty sure. Because this barn fight is really quick, and then the Jack fight should go by fairly quick, so yeah. So we're going to get quite a bit done next episode, I'm sure. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you're looking forward to the next episode, and I will see you guys there. Take care.